as I take you on a tour. Let me put you on to some new work. Grilling this heat. I got the word on the street. Take heed, introduce you to some brand new things. Food for the soul, till you gotta blow. Food worth forking, take it on the go. In tune, serving it up on the road. Tell you all about it on the special. This here's something you don't wanna miss. Get you every week with a new dish.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode, a brand new episode, a brand new season of Food Worth Forking. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. And you know what? I have truly, I've missed this space. I haven't been in this space for a while. It's been it's been a long time. And so much has happened. So many things are going on. And I want to share. So first, let's take care of some housekeeping, right? So if this is your first time ever watching Food Worth Forking or listening to Food Worth Forking, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? What is going on? What is truly going on? So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that bell so you can get the notifications when all new episodes and content are up and rolling and all the good things. So, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I want to say thank you for listening again. And this is kind of like the pre to the new season. So tonight I am presenting a collaboration. I did a collab with a podcast called How Do You Divine? And we had a great time. The host of that show is Sanika Nikki, and she is amazing. And I'm sure that you will enjoy this collaboration. So we talk about sensual food facts, and I introduce her to what Food Worth Forking is all about. And she shares with us what her podcast is about. How do you divine? How are you divining? So we are going to get and jump right into it. And I hope you enjoy this interview, this collaboration. It was a lot of fun. And I'll see you in a minute. Forking. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this special collaborative episode featuring How Do You Divine with Food Worth Forking. I'm very excited to be here today, and I hope you enjoy this episode. This is really great, and I'm here with How Do You Divine's host, Sanika.
Yes, founder and host.
Y'all, sometimes we just have...
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this collab. You know I love a good time.
And that I do. Listen, I have discovered.
Listen, I'm down for the get down now, girl.
Let's make it happen.
Yes.
So, as you know, Food Worth Forking is all about food, dating, and lifestyle.
Yes.
And so, and the target audience is for the mature lady.
Yes. Because we men and women, because we're refined and we're still cute.
Yeah.
Hey,
What? So let's talk about How Do You Divine. Tell us about how you started, who you are, and how are you divining?
Yes. So How Do You Divine actually came from a series of conversations that I just kept having in my life, helping mediate people through different definitions and conflicts and different ways of seeing one topic. And I felt like pre-pandemic, during pandemic, post-pandemic, we became such a divisive culture in our community where it was like, oh, if I define success like this and you don't agree, you're an idiot. So that really didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me seeing it in media. It didn't sit well with me hearing it in my community, right? The beautiful thing is I feel like I always say I live in the best of both worlds. I'm a senior sales strategist in technology, so I live a lot in the tech space. And I'm also in media and communications, and I have my own podcast, and I also host. I'm an MC for corporate events and a lot of social events. So I'm everywhere, girl. I be outside.
I love it. I love that.
Be outside.
Yeah.
And I just have a great network and great friendships, right? So to be a part of these conversations and hear what's happening and always having to step in and go, wait, but actually what you guys are saying are similar. It's not very different. There's differences in how you feel it should be executed. There's differences in how you feel like it should be implemented or presented. But the core of what we all want in life is very similar. And actually, if in reverse, those things are different, that makes us better. Who wants a room full of people who have the same thought? Boring.
Yes, indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
Right? So that's how I was in media for a long time. Actually, in college, I was a part of my college's radio station.
Yes.
I was an MVJ back in the day.
Yes.
Interned here in New York at Hot 97, straight out of school. Yes, girl, I've been on the mic now. I love a good, I keep telling you I love a 1-2. Hit your girl up. I love it. But, as I finished school and had my first daughter, corporate was calling my name because I'm a happy little nerd now. Okay. I read about 3 books a month and I love tech. I love data migration and seeing how that, so it was trying to find the balance between who I am then and the things that I love to do in terms of creativity. And regardless of how much I was exploring tech and growing and learning and, being successful in that realm, being on the mic kept calling me. I kept finding myself leading different meetings and larger meetings. I always said I was always me to many. I kept finding myself in me to many, and I felt like God kept calling me back to the thing that he asked me to do as a child, which was like bring people together using your perspective. So I said, you know what, I'm going to start this podcast, and I wanted to be very clear about the mission of the podcast. So that's why I entitled it, How Do You Divine? Right? Some people hear the title and they're like, oh, it's all about spirituality and God. I'm like, actually, it's about how you live in those two intersections. Right? Because a lot of times we think of like the worldly way versus God's way versus religion. It's just about how do you live? Yeah. And how do the definitions of how you explore life and interact with people, how is that either building towards community or taking away from it? Because we like to overcomplicate things in life and just be like, oh, it's because of this. We are built in simplification. Yeah. And I'm a good bullshit reader. I'm always like, actually, if your desire is to build community and be a part of love and light and amplify in a beautiful way, it's very simple, right? Be a kind person. It's not as hard as people think it is. Yeah. Don't take no bullshit, but be nice. Yes. You know what I mean? Treat people how you want to be treated in those things. So that's why I named it How Do You Divine? Because it's a question. Because I always like to meet people where they are. Where are you now and how can we build together?
I love it. That's great.
Thank you.
How long has it been?
4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow. 4
or 5 years of the podcast. We are in season 3 now. I feel like season 3 is our best year. I'm a music lover. Me so I feel like season 3 is our first full album. Yeah. I feel like season 1 and 2, we had some singles. We did our thing. We had some singles. But season 3, I feel like is our full body of work. Just showing the world the range that this platform has. Like I speak to executives, I speak to CEOs, founders of multi-millionaire companies. Yes. And also speak to just great career changers and challengers just killing it in the game. We all deserve a seat at the table and we all have something unique to bring to how we live as one. Yeah.
And there's space at the table.
Yes.
Like people think that there isn't, like we're fighting for the same plate, but we're not. We really aren't.
Very
There's so much room for all of us. So I love it. And that you're doing it and it's intentional. Yes. And I think that, I don't know, but I think that would be the difference in just how you're describing this year for you, year 3 of the season is moving in with intention. Yes. And that makes a huge difference. And I love it.
Thank you. Yeah. I feel like everything I do, I try to do it with the level of intentionality. I feel like being a mom of 2 girls, like I'm raising 2 Black women in this world. Like I don't believe in perfection. I believe in execution. Yeah. Right. To just show up as any room that they stand in, they belong in. So I just want us to be intentional, not to the outcome of when I show up, but why I'm here.
And that's great because a lot of people do. I don't think, just in my experience, I think it's extremely important to teach our young Black girls, young Black women that like you belong in this space, because growing up, I didn't see that. I didn't get that. So I think that's pretty.
It's amazing. I heard Will Packer say it the other day. I read his book. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
I loved it. Loved it. I read it, and the audio version had me cracking up. I loved it so much. But something that he said that really resonated with me, that every room you enter is actually a little bit better because you're there. And I think everyone should enter a room in that way. And we need to stop seeing it as arrogance, but take the skills and the value that you have accumulated over your lifetime and move forward with that, versus this imposter syndrome that we, and these cloaks that we tend to put on because we care too much about what other people are going to think. Trust me. And I tell my daughters this all the time. There is nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
That is a 0 investment.
Yeah. And people aren't thinking about you as much as we think they're thinking about us.
Girl, preach.
They really aren't. And I don't know what that is or where. I kind of know where it came from, but it's so, I think, ingrained in us, and especially Black women, that, okay, let me not do this, or let me come and let me make sure that I am put together from head to toe. I got to show up. And that is beautiful because we show up.
Listen, we be fly here.
However, no one's gonna be upset if
you don't. If you just don't. Yeah. And I think part of that is just knowing you, right? Someone said to me the other day, "You're such a fashionista." I was like, "Really? I think I'm just cool." I was like, "You could imagine how I go to bed. I really do this for Sanika." Right. Like, I was like, really and truthfully, I was like, even during the pandemic, every single day I got dressed like I was actually going somewhere. Yes. I was not, but I did it for me because I felt like Sanika deserves that. Sanika deserves to be in the routine that makes me feel the best, which is getting up, getting showered, and getting dressed for my day, regardless if I leave the house or not.
Yeah. And it's so funny. My mom does that. She's retired.
Yes.
But every day. And of course, there's always a pajama day, right?
Listen.
But
only pajama day is Sunday if I'm not going to church.
Right.
I'm so serious. It's only, and I'm like a cute pajama girl. Give me a Victoria's Secret set. Give me a Savage Fenty set. Like I don't believe in, like, so in the Caribbean, when house clothes is considered like old clothes, like, so it'd be like t-shirts with bleaching stains and stuff like that. Oh my God. As a kid, I even hated it. I was just like, why I gotta walk around looking like a ragamuffin? I always like to feel neat. And part of me feeling neat is looking neat. And not just me being me. Like I used to be a huge germaphobe as a child just because I'm like, ew, that's dirty. Where's the Clorox wipe? You want me to touch that? Absolutely not. Like
I don't do those things.
Exactly.
I don't do those.
So I just think it's leading more and more into who you are. If you're not a fashion person, you just want to wear a black shirt every day, wear a black shirt. Girl, don't nobody care. And if they thinking about you more than you thinking about them, guess what? They're losing.
Yeah, there's a problem. There is a problem. So as we talk about being part of Food Worth Forking, and one of the segments that I have, you seem to be a little drawn to.
Because it's interesting.
Because it's interesting. Yes. My sensual food fact.
No.
Right?
Every time you say that, I see in my brain a woman just doing a little body roll and just, rubbing on her knees a little bit. Sensual food fact. It's giving, back in the days when commercials were like commercials, that's what it reminds me of. It just reminds me of a lady with a pinup hair and was like in the kitchen and she was like, well, today we'll be making a sensual pie. That's what it reminds me of. So the fact that you have a regular segment called Central Food Fact, I'm like, okay, roll the lady out then. Put on the
but now I'm gonna have to get a lady.
Exactly.
And
put
she's
on
gonna have to roll.
Then,
she's gonna have to come on out.
Listen, give her a little body roll, make it an avatar. Just like
she's now gonna have to present differently.
Okay, so tell me about Central Food Facts.
So Central Food Facts, just one of the things, since Food Worth Forking is also incorporates dating. Do we even know what foods like are good for us, but also good for the libido, and that are very pleasurable? Yes. So that's where that section came from. Ooh. I decided, I was like, I'm interested in this.
I bet
let
you
me
was.
let me find out a little bit more. And that I just kind of stumbled into that because I read about watermelon and what watermelon does for men and how they should have watermelon before they decide, they should be eating watermelon.
Before it's time to get
before it's time to
look at you.
have
You
a good
said
time.
no little blue pill.
No,
Grab the watermelon.
Go ahead and do natural. Start, a week or two. Get
it ready.
Summertime.
Yes.
Summertime.
Listen, I didn't even know about that. Really, all I know about is pineapple because I'm Jamaican and they be
pineapple too.
They talk about the pineapple. They said eat the pineapple, girl. They said eat the pineapple. I said, listen, I ain't never had no problems in that area. You know what I mean? I'll eat it just for shits and giggles.
Let's get to the pineapple.
Exactly.
Yes. So my whole thing about this is just talking about foods or herbs that help the libido and also help other things. But really, it's about,
swinging off the chandelier is what you're saying.
Just a little bit. Possibly.
Yes. A chandelier is meant to be reinforced.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yes. So today we're going to talk about tribulus.
Sensual food fact. Let's get into it. This plant is called tribulus. Tribulus, a small leafy plant whose roots and fruits are used in traditional Chinese medicine to treat chest pain, heart problems, kidney stones, dizziness, and skin disorders. Tribulus is also being used as a dietary supplement to improve sexual function and boost testosterone levels. In a recent study, 30 men were administered this root daily for 3 weeks. The study results showed a significant increase in DHEAS levels in both diabetic and non-diabetic patients. Also, the frequency of successful intercourse was increased by 60%. This root helps to raise the libido in men and women and is considered one of the best aphrodisiac foods. Now, that is food worth forking.
Tell me how you've come to sensual food fact, because you said you explored it, you saw it. Tell me more about what does sensual mean to you? Are you like, listen, don't show up at my door not ready to perform, or is it more the feeling?
No, it's a feeling. It's how it's also can be how you carry yourself. It's not it can also be mentally stimulating as well.
What is a mental sensuality looks like?
Yeah, like I love a person who is smart.
Same.
And smart doesn't, and that could be
that has comprehension skills.
Because like whatever you're talking about, like
intelligence,
you know it.
Yes, because intelligence can often seem intimidating.
Yes.
Right? So I always try to flatten what intelligence means. Intelligence is the ability to comprehend. If you can put one foot in front of the other and cross the street without getting hit, like you're on the ladder.
Yes.
Okay? And then some people are higher up on the ladder where they can sit here and talk to me about stocks and trades and things like that.
Yes.
Or look at this solution that I built. So intelligence has a range.
It
so
does.
everyone has smart. So when you said you attracted to smart, tell me, girl, what you talking about?
Sanika, come on, you're doing this to me. Don't do this to me. Let's really. I think it is. You might have to probe a little more because I think for me it really is.
What does sensual intelligence look like for you? Is it the way they carry? Like you said something about the way they carry themselves.
The way they carry themselves. How he will include you into the conversation, knowing that you may not know. You may not know, but I am really secure in who I am and including you into this conversation.
Oh, but also there's a sense of confidence is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So tell me at the moment of when sensual confidence turns into arrogance, because being out here in these Dane streets, I'm sure you've seen it.
Which is really the opposite of that. When you don't include, there's this moment when you are making it about you. Like it really is. It's
your
like,
show.
oh, okay. And you try to, okay, so what? And that person, you may try to ask that question.
Yeah.
And then the person is like, oh, okay, anyway, so blah, 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 blah. And they continue to talk about themselves. That's when it changes. And then that's when it's not sexy anymore.
Oh,
that's when it just kind of, it fizzles.
Misaligned connections.
Very
Misaligned connections.
Selfish.
Yes. Selfish behavior.
Yeah, that's like, and self-centered.
Yeah.
Very
But that's such a difficult, to me, as someone, again, who's not dating. I've been married for over a decade. Listen, how do you decipher between selfish behavior and self-promoting, right? Because they just met you, you just met them, and they want to, I don't know, it's not putting on, but they want to be able to present themselves in the best way possible, right? And they also want to show up confident and sensual. How do you decipher between this is them telling me who they are in their own words, and maybe there's a little bit too much of you, or is it you coming in wanting them to ask more of you?
When that moment is too much.
But what's too much? Is that a timeline? That's not fair.
No. Well, not. I would just think when you really are just focused in your world, in your space, and you haven't created any room for anyone else to be in it.
But isn't that the difficulties of dating over 40, dating over 45?
Absolutely.
Because I just think at this point in life, we've all gotten super comfortable with our lifestyle.
But I think there's a difference in being able to, in someone who might be a giver. Because you can be, yes, to your point, yeah, we all have been moving and going in our own lanes, in our own spaces. But there is something about wanting, you have created the space in your life that you want someone else to come in.
Yeah.
So I can sit here and talk about me, and I think I feel like it's a little more challenging for me because I'm not a person who's always, I'm not always trying to talk about myself.
Yes.
I will change.
You will change the topic.
I will change
You're
it.
like, tennis racket, back to you.
Shift. But that's kind of an uncomfortable space.
Position, yeah.
Because and I haven't always experienced that space of I guess I'll say being provided.
Yeah.
In that way. But I think there is a time where you're not even like you were saying earlier, being in, COVID, and we're just in this space, but being aware, I think being self-aware enough and being willing to truly know, I want someone to share the space with. I want someone to share my life with.
Yeah.
How do I do that? And checking it and being open to it versus still it's my way or the highway.
Yeah, but like I said before, I have both male and female friends that divorced. Like they're on so many different, I feel like, lanes in the dating world that I always have to remind them that you're part of the problem. Like I outside am reminding them that they're part of the problem, not because they're bad people, because they're good people, because they're my friends, right? But because as the older we get, unconsciously or even subconsciously, we come with these level of expectations that I think are not fair to whomever is sitting at the other side of the dinner table. And it reminds me of like a biblical verse sometimes when it's like, you have to be like a child. Walk in the room with everything, all your bags at the door, all your expectations at the door. Because like you said, you're not comfortable sitting there having dinner, having a whole conversation about yourself, while another guy could be like, listen, I'm going to go in day one, and you don't know his journey, right? So he feels like, I may have gotten divorced because I never opened up. I lost relationships because I didn't talk about my feelings or really let people in. So now that I'm ready to have someone in my life, what I'm going to do on date one, I'm flinging the doors open. Like, you know what I mean? But they don't know how to. I think sometimes it's it's going back to grace. It's that grace piece. Giving people I don't know. I always like to give people grace. I give people grace for shit that I know that their ass don't deserve. But to me, I'd rather give you enough grace until it's evidently clear that you're being disrespectful, because I have a zero. I have a zero tolerance for disrespect. Because then I feel like I flip the switch and you'd be like, damn, I didn't even know she rolled like that. Yeah, she from Brooklyn. Like she could get real on that ass. But I'd rather extend grace, because I've come to realize in my life that a lot of people are unaware of themselves. Like they genuinely don't see themselves. And there's moments in life where I don't see myself. I'm just like doing my thing and I'm, so I rather extend a good, healthy amount of grace. Like your first little 1-2, I'm gonna be like, all right, now I peeped that. I'm gonna put that to the side. Yeah. The second one, I might say something about it because I want you to see. Because sometimes, again, we need to be mirrors of one another. Yeah. Because just like how you said, like, I tried to get in the conversation. He didn't even let me in the conversation. He probably didn't even realize. In his mind, he's probably just like, again, because we don't know what other people are going through in their journey. So in his mind is like, I have to tell her everything about my career, my kids, my ex-wife, and my other relationships. So she knows everything is on the table and I'm not trying to hide anything. And I'm not one of those guys. While midway, you just trying to be like, kids, divorce. Wait, hold on. Let me pick that up. But he's not ready for that, because he's like, I need to get this out, and then I can lay my shoulders down and talk. Yeah.
And that can happen, right? That can happen. But that's fine. But when that's consistent of not creating space. Yeah. It's a pattern, or it's something that you see for me, that it just,
it kills it. Yeah. So tell me what excites you. What excites you about dating? When you think about sensual life, and you're a foodie, clearly. I'm telling you, I'm getting a bunch of restaurant recommendations. It's my birthday month, so we just outside every day. So tell me what excites you about dating.
I think just new, and the fact that I'm open to possibilities. I think differently than before. Just to explore and to show up and to be like kind of what we talked about before, relax. Like it's not that rocket deep. It's not. It's like, okay, it didn't work. That's cool. Yeah. Where someone else is really uptight, and I'm like, why are you uptight?
Like, why? Like, it's not that
we could finish this drink.
We're not over here curing cancer.
We're not. We're not. But I'm looking forward to the excitement is what's on the other side. I'm excited to get to the other side. Yeah. So that is what excites me.
I love that. Yeah. And I'm excited. And I think you should be super proud of yourself for that. Because a lot of people do not maintain a level of excitement and joy in the dating experience. And this is, again, me being a courtside player, right? Because I'm not in the game. But as someone who is rooting for my friends and who have recently, found people, I'm always reminding them, bring the energy you want to receive. Yes. Bring the energy. Because if you booking all these app dates back to back, on date number 3, he's not even getting the best version of you. And that's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to you, nor is it fair to him.
And it's also okay on these app dates to take a beat for a minute and to ask a few questions and to not rush into, okay, you've gone back and forth like twice. All right, let's meet tomorrow. No, ask a few questions. Ask a few questions and see if you really want to, is it worth, the time. It's still, why waste life moments?
Listen, and pace yourself. Because I remember one time joking with one of my good girlfriends. I said, girl, you buying a house? You want a dating app like a Zillow. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just on it. And she was like, no, when you really connect with someone. And I'm like, you also need to take a beat to maintain your own health and happiness. Mm-hmm. So, to be sensual within yourself. Because what does sensual within yourself mean?
Are you asking me that question?
I am asking you that question. What makes you feel sensual?
Probably peace, quiet,
Nice.
real intimate moments. So for myself,
Yes.
and so I look forward to that with
your partner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is lovely. This has been such a great conversation. Really,
It really has been.
Girl,
You asked me questions. You weren't supposed to ask me those questions.
listen. You got the listen. I always say I give a doozy now. Don't.
It was great.
I know. I'm
It
always
was
like, listen. When they think don't put baby in the corner. That's me. Don't box me in no corner. Don't come over here telling me what not to ask. Because now I'm gonna figure out a way to ask it.
I love it. I love it. Wow. Listen, this has been a great episode. I'm very excited, and I hope you will be able to do this again.
Yes, we're going to be able to do this again.
We'll be able to do this again and give you also the full food worth forking experience.
Yes, because we have half on how do you divine.
Yes.
And half on food for forking.
Yeah. So until we eat again, make it food worth forking.
I'm with it. I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with Sanika, and I can't wait for you to see the second half of the collaboration podcast. And on the second half, we will have smash or pass, and we'll get into some other things. So just so you know, our full live episode of Food Worth Forking will be October 1st. That will be at 8 p.m. right here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern. Full live, everything, new things, filling you in on what's happening, all the good stuff. So I will see you next week right here at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll get into this second half of the collaboration with Sanika of How Do You Divine. So listen, until we eat again, make it food worth forking. Have a good night.